And we ask the newest 6-0 what the best part of being a mom is.
Well, the best part of being a mom is to see your children succeed in every aspect of life. In their education, in their relationships, relationship with people, relationship with their partners, relationship with God. When all these aspects are in place, then you see yourself as fulfilled. And you see them having their own children as well and training them in the way that they should go. Then you see that yourself as being fulfilled.
Mrs. Olubunmi Salako talks about the ingredients of a happy home.
In the family, it's very healthy. It's healthy, it makes the children happy, and you're giving them a model to follow. Your relationship with your husband is something that will have impact on the children. If you are the nagging type, you know the house will be on fire. If you are the submissive one, they are learning that when they get married too, that's the way to go, to have peace. If you are cooperative with your husband, if they see that the two of you work hand in hand, the children will know that there is no hiding place for them. Because there are, some homes that the children are so manipulative because they've seen the gap between their parents. When dad says A, the mom will say B. And the children will capitalize on that. They will use it to manipulate the two of you. And the result is usually very bad. But when they see the unity between the dad and the mom, they know that their voices will be one. And whatever they say is what's going to happen. So there is no hiding place. And they don't have a choice other than to obey whatever your instructions are to them. And when they grow up too, they know how to handle their relationships. They know how to handle their homes. And consequently, they know how to handle their children as well.
She noted that moms and dads must be role models to their children.
So it's very important that dad and mom, husband and wife in the home must portray that, good relationship, friendship between them that the children can learn from. It's not that they won't have their challenges. The challenges will be there. But as a mom, you don't discuss your husband with your children. Because that is a big blunder that a lot of women that they commit. When you start discussing their dad with them, first you are pushing them away from relationships. You are telling them that it's not good to have relationships, that men are bad. So, they won't be looking forward to it. If this is what my mom is getting, why should I put my head in it? So it will be a big mistake for you as a mother to start discussing, especially with your daughters. Start discussing your husband or discussing what is wrong between the two of you with them. Whatever happens between the two of you should be the business between the two of you.
Happiness at home is a pointer to long life.
So the best thing is to make sure that you keep your relationship, apart from the fact that you are showing the children the way to go, you are building your own life as well. And you give yourself longer life if you live in peace with your spouse. You'll be able to enjoy together when the children are out of the house.
How much does peace at home depends on the wife?
I always look at women that wants to claim equal rights with men. And I looked at them, I laugh. Because we are the owner of the home. We are the homemakers. We are the home builder. And whatever we do is what the children will do when they grow up. They pick everything from us. The reason being that we spend more time with them than their dad. we know the roles fathers play. They have to go out and bring in money to make sure that the family is okay. The mother is always with the children. Even if you're a working mother, you still spend more time with your children than their father. So I believe women are the key role model in the family. And it is our duty, to make sure that we are showing that, portraying that values that we want our children to grow up with.
Fathers, according to Mrs. Salako, are the stabilizers in the family.
The roles of father is very, very important. Even though we always talk of mom, fathers are there as the head of the home. And I always use my own husband as the last resort whenever I'm disciplining my children or whenever they want to do anything wrong. Anytime I mentioned their dad, that is somewhere they don't want to go. They don't want me reporting them to their dad. So you'll see him coming in at the very last, at the very last stage. And, whenever he comes in, the children knows, they've overrun their bounds. They play very, very important role because they too are role models. They look at their dad and look at things that they look for in their men. The care that their dad gives to them, the care that their dad gives to their mom, things like that.
The 60th birthday celebrant, Mrs. Olubunmi Salako, went down memory lane talking about her caring and loving husband.
That, reminds me of when I first got married. My husband would not allow me to go to the market. You will expect that your husband will give you money for the upkeep in the house. My husband, at the end of the month, we go to the market and buy everything. When he comes home, he will cook. And I was so angry. I was like, what the hell does this man think he's doing? I was so angry that I had to report to his mom that, well, you know the Nigerian context. When a man is doing behaving like that, they would think maybe you have charmed him or something. But I was looking at it in a way that, does it think I'm going to embezzle his upkeep or something? That was the way I was looking at it. And I didn't even know is the level of care that he has for his wife. Until the mom said, you better leave him alone. That's the way his dad was doing before he died. That whenever she had a baby, my father-in-law will wake up at 4 a.m. to prepare her bath water, clean her, make sure that everything is okay, prepare breakfast. And he will come home during lunchtime. He works in the hospital across the house. He will come home to make lunch and eat with his wife before going back to work. When my mother started, telling me all these stories, I said, okay, I just relaxed. So whenever he cooks, I'll just take my plate and go and, and eat. This morning, he had made akara. Before you arrived, he had made akara and brought it to me. That I have to eat it hot. That's the level of care. And these are things that the girls are looking in him, they are looking at it and they are appreciating. And I'm sure they will want to see that in their men as well. So fathers are showing children what relationship should be on the side of the father as well. Because it takes two. A woman is the home builder, but without the support of the husband, you might not be able to build a home. So it's very crucial that the father, does his own part as well.
We all know that the Irish are welcoming and hospitable people. Mrs. Olubunmi Salako is quick to emphasize that.
100%. 100%. I'll say that. Because what the Irish need to hear is your story. When you tell them your story, they show empathy. The Irish helped me more than my community. The Irish people helped me more than my community. My mere, having just a friendship with the principal of my children's school got me the job I did. I didn't apply for the job. I was called to come and fill the position because it was the one that fixed them into the school and got secondary school for those who were to enter secondary school when I came into Dundalk. It was through him that my child sang with President Bill Clinton on stage in the year 2000 in this Dundalk. It was through him that I got leave to remain in Ireland because he introduced me to the minister here and to all the TDs in Louth. And they took out my case when I was looking for leave to remain in Ireland. It was this same man that introduced me with the assistant that introduced me with the Irish Teaching Commission here. And I was being called around to deliver papers at conferences. And I was working with him. But whenever this conferences comes up, he gives me permission to attend. It was through him that I got the guest lecturer jobs that I was doing. University of Limerick, St. Patrick's, Drumcondra. So for me, Irish people helped me more than my community.